And you advocate on your social media.
Yes.
You also do like trainings and classes to kind of teach on it, kind of.
I don't do trainings or classes. I have.
Well, not training. I don't want to say training. You're not training. Hey, this is how you deal with no. But
no, absolutely
for $500, you too could be a survivor.
No.
Yeah.
I definitely make it my business to educate myself as much and kind of spread the word where I can.
Yes. And that's a big thing. You have a shirt on.
Yes, I do. 1 in 10 from the Endo Coalition.
So all 12-year-old boys, stop looking at the boobies.
Yes. And on your social media, you have your friends hold up the sign, 1 in 10.
I do. So actually the Endo Coalition, which I got the shirt from, they had a challenge 2 years ago. So I found out 2 years ago I had it. And so they had a challenge, which I thought was great. And they make, loved ones and family members and whoever make for signs, my blank is 1 in 10. And hashtags, all the hashtags that are down there. And that's kind of a way to bring awareness. So March is Endometriosis Awareness Month. And
you said it wrong too, see?
I did. It took me a while, actually. The first year, I was just like, how do I say this?
Yeah.
But I do want to bring awareness to it. I mean...
Like endo weed?
Right, yeah, endo.
A lot. I have to sound it out, like in the syllables, and clap it out.
Endometriosis. Everybody try it at home. Endometriosis.
Clap it out. But yeah, and I want to bring that awareness portion to it. I think it's important. So I'm doing the challenge again now, because I'm in a very different space than what I was 2 years ago when I found out. And I think now I actually have like the genuine support. I have great support systems and people who actually want to learn and educate themselves on it, like you guys and like many other people. And so yeah, I have it on my social media. Usually I'm private on Instagram, but for this month I'm public. I am publishing every day one of those pictures, either with a fact or with a quote or something. Just to bring that awearness, because I think it's really important to have that.
So for the next 25 days. Oh, hold on. Come on. Wednesday?
Do your math right.
Yeah. We'll come back to him. Get your calculator. Jared has his sign already. I got mine. I gotta fill mine out. But you said you want to do one. You want to have one person for every day.
Yes. Yeah.
Viewers, listeners as well. Yep. If you want to create the sign, Jared, hold yours up real quick again. The hashtag. What are the hashtags that we have on here?
So the hashtags is 1 in 10, Endo Warriors. So that's one of the things. Endometriosis patients, or I don't want to say patients, but yes, patients. We're known as warriors because it is an intense disease that we're battling, and we are warriors. And I actually had that tattooed 2 months after I had my surgery. 1 month after I had my surgery, I tattooed that on my ankle as a daily reminder. We have hashtag endometriosis, awareness month, and endo community. Please make your signs. I actually want to see them. Send them to me, or you can send it to Paul.
Yes. So, you can send them to a 2021 Vision. You can DM the sign to me. You don't mind? If
I don't mind.
You, so give your social media.
So my social media tag is for Instagram KARINAA. E._.
That's not the type.
It is.
So if you get that, a 2021 Vision on Instagram, send it to me. Support the movement. Support the warriors. Like I said, I'm gonna do it. Jared's already got one.
For the next 20 days,
there we go.
Calculated.
There we go.
So for the next 20 days, you got a free preview of her thing. So
wait, what are you?
That's not what we're advertising.
Yeah, wait, whoa.
No.
Oh, that's Lena. Oh, my bad. My bad.
Yeah.
But for the next 20 days, you can support her publicly.
There we go.
She can see your stuff.
There we go. Yes.
You start reading the signs. Signs.
Yes.
No DMs of any other kind.
No, we ain't doing that.
No.
Or you catch your hands.
Right, exactly. Exactly.
But then there was something I do want to say. This is also the kind of challenge you want to do.
Yes.
Not that stupid fucking
holding up brooms and
skull breaking challenge.
Oh my god, yeah.
Or even look, even the ice bucket was kind of like wow. But like none of these fucking little shit where they set you on fire or the shit on TikTok, whatever, when they the switch, flip the switch. None of that bullshit. Like this is real shit that affects life, Like this is this kind of stuff you want to support, and it doesn't cost you your life.
Right.
And guys, ask questions. One of the biggest things that I had a pet peeve with, and I still do, is the ignorance behind it. Ask questions. You don't know something, ask. Many times Paul has asked me, Jared asked me today, I have many friends who are males asking me questions. I know it's like taboo, periods, whatever. Ask questions, it's important. Don't come in with some ignorant shit. Like, I had somebody tell me, oh, well, you can't get pregnant now, so you're useless. Like, what?
Wow.
How does... Ask questions.
Yeah, she said that to me earlier, and I hope you are watching this episode. Zoom this shit on to me right now.
Okay, I got you.
Whoever you are, and I know who you are, I hope you're watching this shit. Cause you catching hands, fam. If you ever say some wild shit like that on any day, whoever you are, if you're a real man, you never say some wild shit like that to a woman. Ever. Respect them. Respect yours. Or I come to your mama's house, nigga.
Big brother.
Yeah, what he said. And I'll be right behind him like, yeah, what he said. That's wild, man. You know, that's
some wild shit.
I would have thought someone ignorant and be like, oh, word, you can't get pregnant, so I could just shoot the club up. Like, you know, not that, like you're useless.
Right, like that sounds better.
Like, oh, word?
As fucked up as it is, it sounds better
I mean,
than
okay,
saying
so
you're useless.
just to clarify, the comment wasn't necessarily that, but wait, it was worse than that actually.
Oh, okay.
I was trying to like make it a little less severe than what it was.
Nah, it was that bad.
It was it was like there's a whole story behind it, but the
okay.
comment basically was, and I'm just gonna give the comment verbatim without the context behind it.
Okay.
It was like, if you can't have a kid in the future with me, I'm gonna resent you for the rest of my life.
Yeah, that's it.
That was it. And so that was really hurtful at the time.
Obviously.
Now you kind of wipe that off and you kind of...
Way better ways of saying shit like that.
Absolutely. I mean, also there's just like conversations. Like, you don't know that. We don't know. I don't know that yet. Like, I'm not actively having a kid. I don't know what I can or cannot do.
Right.
But I think definitely ask questions. It's important. Don't come out with some ignorant shit. Like,
Question. So I remember. I know you said that they sent you to a specialist. So is this person just focusing just on endometriosis, or the person specializes in other things?
so that's, yes. So they have endometriosis specialists. The thing is with that, there's not many specialists right now. Reason why is because there's not many education behind it. They're not being educated on it in school, whether it's medical school, nursing school. There's not enough funding from the government either. They're cutting actually our funding down. What that means now is for us that there won't be much research done. There won't be that education portion for schools. So we do have very limited specialists. My specialist, or my surgeon, she was a specialist. I have a pet peeve with her because she kind of ditched me after surgery. So that's what a lot of patients go through.
It's about money, huh?
Right. So we go through many, that's the other thing. A lot of endometriosis patients, and I speak for many women I've spoken to, and actually I'm in a lot of forums and groups that I talk to them. They've had multiple surgeries. Like, I'm talking about up to 10 surgeries in their lifetime. And because there's just not enough knowledge behind it, there's not enough support either. Like, these specialists kind of just do the surgery and drop you off and call it a day. So I had my surgery almost 3 years ago, and I had yet to get followed up on.
What the fuck?
She never followed up on me. Wow. She gave me some bullshit, go to physical therapy type of thing. And it's just like, ma'am, I'm still in pain. Like, the surgery, even 2 years later, I'm still in pain.
Right.
Did nothing for me. And so that's another thing I kind of want to provide or shed light on. There's 2 types of surgeries to have. And a lot of the, because it's not, we don't have a lot of specialists that do it, it's not funded. So the surgery that it is not the cure, but kind of helps, or is the longest like treatment available, is excision. So that's when they actually get to the root of the endometriosis and kind of like chop it off, and then may or may not grow back for some time. Ablation is when they burn it off at the top.
I know about ablations.
They burn it off at the top, and so it does grow potentially. So that's what I had, and that's what many women have. And
radio
so
frequency or the radio frequency.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they burn it off, and then guess what? It grows with time. It obviously will grow back. They didn't get the root of it, and so we're kind of stuck. We're back to square one. And so that's where I'm at. So now I'm actually going to new specialists sometime soon, and I will be going back under surgery again. So this will be my second surgery in less than 5 years.
We're going to follow up on you with that. We spoke about wanting people to do research and stuff. What are like some websites that people can check out to do research? Besides just Google,
right?
Or WebMD.
I do endofound.org. That's the Endometriosis Foundation. It's been around for number of years. I really don't want to give an exact year. They're the ones that kind of started the whole movement and
Okay.
per se as like educating. They do the endo ball every year, so that's where they bring a couple guests. I know one of them was one of my favorite artists that she has endometriosis, Halsey. She spoke I think a couple years back, talking about her experience with it, and they just they raise money for it. It's all about raising money so we can do the research needed to kind of figure out how to catch this or how to diagnose it without being so invasive or how to help with the treatment. Like, we have to start from somewhere.
Right.
And so that's one where I would definitely go. Facebook too. Like, I'm in a lot of like Facebook pages, group pages, and you have to see the women that just kind of like spill their guts there, and it's just so. Some of them is very sad, but it's also very uplifting. Like, the endo community is very welcoming, very warm. These women are all very just. They kind of like lift you up. If you're having a bad day, they don't know you, but they will lift you up.
That's one of the good sides of social media being used for.
Yes.
You guys have counsel and like a meeting where you don't have to go to the actual meeting.
Correct.
And you guys all over the world. Anybody. There's a lot of groups like that. That's one time when social media is used for uses power for good. So that's
Absolutely.
good to know.
I mean, I'm a therapist myself, but then that's my therapy.
Right.
Like, if I'm having a crappy day, and
even the healer needs to be healed.
Exactly. And then one of the things that we go through is flare-ups. We do have flare-ups, and so there are days where I have really bad flare-ups just randomly, and I can't move or I can't function. And so what do? I'll sit with one of these women and we'll talk, and we'll just kind of patch it out together and figure out that we're here. We're as a community together for one another.
Good to know. Good to know. Jared, you got any more questions?
I did. I'm trying to think of it right now.
Is there anything that you want to share that we may have missed that needs to be stated? I mean, you mentioned Halsey is one of the celebrities that out there. Are there any other celebrities that kind of came out about it?
I think her name is Lena Dunham.
Okay.
Lena Dunham has it. She's spoken about it multiple times. Alexa Chung was one recently that came out with it as well. She spoke on her experience. I'm trying to think of any other celebrities. There's a few though that have it.
I think I saw a commercial. I think I saw a commercial about it, and I immediately told you because I was like, I know what that is. It was one of those like I heard of that.
Yes.
And because I guess the awareness once celebrities start to speak. That's when awareness becomes,
Correct.
Like I said, I have this podcast. This is, the awareness that I'm bringing to some of my viewers and listeners. But, celebrities have a bigger platform. And once commercials start coming out and things like that, that's when there's a greater chance of, more being done. And, but I just, like I said, for people listening and watching, they may not know or, may not have heard of it. Fellas, you may meet a girl who may say this, this is what you can do. You don't need to say you're useless or anything silly like that. Like, we're men. This is I'm a man. This is my platform. But I know women that are doing things or have points of views as well. Like not even just dealing with the situation, but have a point of view on something. This is what I wanted to do to with this platform and share the moment and have that as little as it may be right now, but. Still, it matters.
It's not little. It matters a lot.
It's something. You have to start from somewhere. I mean, I thank you both, but I thank you for even inviting me to talk about it. I think it was wonderful that you asked me now for this month.
And I didn't even know.
Right, you did it.
It was timely.
And you found out, and you were like,
don't even ask me how.
And you thought this was a great idea, and
I didn't have a yellow shirt, but this is the most yellow I have.
That's fine. Like Yellow's our color.
Yes, yellow is the awareness color.
Yes, it's our awareness color. Our ribbon is yellow. Not sure why it's yellow, truthfully, but it's yellow. They came out with the pamphlets with yellow, and it kept going with yellow. And we stick with yellow now.
Yeah, I didn't have any yellow. I was like, my Minion shirt was in dirty clothes. I was like, but I was like, oh, Homer, yellow. So I had my little bit of yellow on because again, I did a little bit of research. I didn't, one because like I said, you brought it to my attention years ago. Two, the numbers 1 in 10 is a lot. Like when you think about 1 in 10, like you said, if you know 10 women, one of them, and so I looked into some things. Like I said, seen commercials about it. It stuck out. I'm starting to see more people talk about it now. Yeah. So it's just something that and that's why the yellow crossed my mind, and I was like, and then like I said, I found out this was the month for it. And I was just like, oh, sure.
It's wonderful the amount of support I've gotten this particular year for it. I've had friends that send me yellow flowers. I've had just numerous people standing up and talking about it and kind of reposting whatever I post. Had a lot of like new followers as far as like endometriosis women. It's great to have that support. I think it's some days are harder than others. So I think it's great to have that. Great to ask questions. I think it's great not to like not to like put the spotlight on you guys, but I think it's great because you guys are men and you guys actually want to learn. And I think the reasons why we're talking about it more now is because women are no longer ashamed to talk about their period and menstrual cycle, and again, it's normal. So I think a lot of the reasons why it wasn't talked about was because of that.
And this is an adult conversation.
Right.
I might have to put a disclaimer in the beginning or whatever, but
no
talking about periods, talking about the menstrual cycle, and menopause, and this is an adult conversation. You know, I can admit, a couple years ago, I probably would have been giggling during this conversation. You know what I'm saying? But it's easy for me to have this conversation now. You know, right. You know what I mean? But it's easier for me to have this conversation now, I guess, the maturity, but it's serious. It's something that, you know, and it's you know, some people may not, like you said, some women may be afraid to even say it because someone they're talking to, you know, a man in their life may not be ready to have the conversation as well.
Absolutely.
So, you know,
I mean, I'm thankful for you guys to even bring it to the spotlight.
Thankful for you. I'm proud of you. For definitely. you know, this is it's a big one. Like I said, you're sharing something very personal. And
it took a while. It did.
Yeah.
I wasn't proud of it at first.
And it's not just about you. Now
no,
you're
it's
really
not.
reaching out. Like you said, reaching out. You're in the groups. It's big. You
it's
know.
bigger than me now. Yeah.
Like they say, you know, stand for nothing, you fall for anything. You're standing up for something. You know, bigger than you. You could just be like, oh, I'm in pain. But you're like, you know, you're sharing the pain and talking and doing this, and this is big. Yeah. This is big. So like I said, I'm proud of you.
Definitely proud of you.
You know, I'm gonna have my son. I'm gonna do my son. We're gonna make it happen. Jared, did you think of your any other question you want to have?
I forgot the question. Man.
All right.
It's long.
It's lost in space.
It's good. But everyone listening, everyone watching, if you have any questions, comment them below. You know, women, if you are dealing with it or have questions yourself, please reach out. Anybody, men, women, everyone, comment, share your thoughts on it. If you know a little bit more, something we might have missed, or if you have more questions about it, please, the conversation continues.
If you know of a support group, you know, share it. You know, the more the merrier.
Sure.
Yeah.
You know,
we're not experts on it. Karina's not an expert on it. She's just someone who's dealing with it, and she's learning
with some of her damn doctors.
Right. But she's learning. She's dealing with it, and she's learning about it, and growing more and more with it. Karina, share your social media one more time for those that may have a question that's pertaining to that.
Yeah, pertaining to that. I'm gonna spell it out. It's KARINAAE and _. Yeah.
Now pause it. Now pause the tape. Go back and then go and listen to it again because I'm pretty sure you missed it.
Yeah, pretty sure.
But I'll put the, you know what I'm saying, Jared, your social media as well for, you know,
spread
the
love.
ladies, you can hit him up. It's cool. Go all in his DM.
Single.
Yeah, go all in.
Is my shit private? Yeah, it is private. Yeah, fuck it.
The ladies, go on in.
DM me though. You know what I'm saying? Slide. But anyway, it's spread _1OV5. So basically, spread love. You know, it's the Brooklyn way.
That's how it was spelled? I didn't know it was that. I thought it was just spread love 5.
No.
I didn't pay attention.
I just saw the 1 and the 5. That was his birthday. That's
It's a triple entendre.
I mean, don't ask me. I'm not asking.
Spread love 1 to the 5. You know, it's I mean, of course, you know, it is, you know, Women's History Month, and I wore the shirt before, but definitely means more this month. You know, women don't owe you shit.
No, we don't.
And I really didn't plan. Like again, this is just the magic of timing. Like I said, I had 2 Latina women last week talking about, you know, Jalen Shakira. I had, you know, an endometriosis. What I don't know what to call you, survivor or warrior. There we go. An endometriosis warrior. Right. So here you go. But a big woman, you know, push right now. I did not plan this. The stars just aligned, you know. But I love women, so I'm here.
On March 2020.
You know what I mean? I support women in everything. You know, we big on that in 2021 vision.
We all came from a woman.
There you go. Cue the Tupac. But again, a 2021 vision. All social media platforms. Comment me if you have any questions. I can relate to her because I don't have the answers. But you know.
You not swear?
No, definitely not swear. You know, once again, Karina, thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Jared, thank you.
No, thank
Because
you.
you added some more questions and stuff to that I might not have thought of. And again, the conversation continues. Everybody ask questions about everything. Go all the way in. The conversation continues, and we're out of here.